විස්තර ගම්මානයක් මොනවත් නැහැ.
මොනවත් නැහැ.
අලි කාරදරේ හරියට හේරක් ටිකක් හරියට නැහැ ළමයි.
වතුර තිබුණාට අපිට මේ බොන වතුර නැහැ. රුපියල් 200 මේ දෙකක් තුනක් දීලා තමයි වතුර ලීටරයක් ගන්න.
Gammelta. For the people, by the people.
Hello there, very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on TV1 for the news first where the people come first. I'm Martin Satyanesan. Let's start off with a look at your headlines for this afternoon.
Justice Minister opposes debate on Express Pearl disaster. Says it will influence the ongoing court case. Debate halted halfway. Emergency party leaders meeting called to decide on proceedings.
මගේ නම දේශද්‍රෝහී ලයිස්තුවට ඇතුල් කරගන්න මම සූදානම් නැහැ. අන්නහොරු අල්ලපන් කියලා හොරත් දුවනවා. අන්නහොරු අල්ලමු කියලා.
Station master strike leads to cancellation of multiple train journeys. Government planning to suspend Samurdhi scheme and move funds to commercial banks. An allegation from the Association of Samurdhi Development Officers. Many parts of the island continue to be battered by heavy rain. Naval communities advised to refrain from setting out to sea from southwestern seaboard. Operations continue in search of 2 people who went missing in Balangoda.
Now those stories in detail. The Paris Club in a statement said that 17 countries have come together to form an official creditor committee to discuss Sri Lanka's request for a debt treatment.
The first meeting of the committee was held on the 9th of May 2023 and was co-chaired by India, Japan and France. The committee includes Paris Club creditors and other official bilateral creditors. During the meeting, Sri Lankan authorities formally presented their request for debt treatment and reiterated their commitment to transparency and comparability of treatment towards their official bilateral creditors. The IMF and World Bank representatives presented the latest macroeconomic developments regarding Sri Lanka and their relationship with the country. The creditor committee welcomed the passage of the resolution for implementation of the IMF-supported program by the Sri Lankan Parliament on the 28th of April 2023. The committee will now pursue its work to find an appropriate solution to Sri Lanka's external debt vulnerabilities, consist with parameters of the IMF program.
The Association of Samurdhi Development Officers allege the government is making moves to discontinue the Samurdhi benefit scheme and move it to the commercial banks.
The government is making moves to discontinue the Samurdhi benefit scheme and move it over to the commercial banks. This is to fulfill Ranil Wickremesinghe's future political agenda and to meet the conditions of the IMF. They are trying to fulfill 2 requirements by doing this. This is the fund that we established by saving 10, 20 and as small as 50 rupees, and the government is trying to destroy this. They are trying to destroy a trustworthy place for you to obtain loans. Effective next, we will oppose this move.
අවස්ථාවකට තත්ත්වයට පත් වෙන සමෘද්ධි ලාභීනුත් එකතු වෙලා මේකට විරෝධය පළ කරන්න එළඹෙන සතිය ඉඳලා අපි කටයුතු කරනවා.
Meanwhile, the All Island Association of Samurdhi Officers and Agricultural Research Officers requests the government to refrain from slowing down the Samurdhi banking system that provides a vast range of benefits to the people. Information has come to light that the government's Welfare Benefits Board is preparing to move the implementation of the Samurdhi benefit scheme from the Samurdhi banking system to commercial banks. They are requesting that the government continue to provide the benefits such as social security programs for the people, the housing program, loans for people engaged in self-employment, savings programs and all other programs through the Samurdhi banking system. The action of the Welfare Board could directly inconvenience the public in many ways. How can we assist the people in need by destroying the funds and then the source of the funds? What is the meaning of social security if this cannot uplift the livelihoods of the people?
State Minister Indika Anuruddha expressed his views in Parliament today regarding the allegations against him in relation to the incident of assaulting an Oman national, a factory owner in Katana. None of the heads of the organization of the staff members have included myself in any of the complaints lodged with the police. The suspects were arrested by about 4-5 in the morning after the incident had taken place around 11 in the night. Yesterday, it was informed here that no one was arrested. 5 suspects were involved in this incident. Within the first 10 to 12 hours, 2 main suspects were arrested and later 3 were arrested. Based on the actions, the suspects were remanded for close to a month. I'm telling the people who without a backbone told, go out and say with respect, say Indikanu Ruddha is involved. My parliamentary privileges have been breached, Honourable Speaker. It can happen to any of the MPs. I humbly request you to bring these newspapers and the officials to summon to the Parliamentary Privileges Committee and inquire into it.
නිලධාරීන් ගෙන්නලා අවශ්‍ය කටයුතු කරන්න කියලා මම ගෞරවයෙන් ඔබතුමාගෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා.
Meanwhile, former JVP Provincial Councillor Nalin Hevage says the people rising up against corruption is continuing.
දූෂණයට විරුද්ධව මේ ත්‍රාඩ ප්‍රජා
People have found new ways to oppose corruption, ways you could have never imagined. If you think you can stop a gust wind using a spider web, that is only a daydream.
දලකින් හුලම් පදන්න එක දවල් හිණයක් විතරයි ඒ වැඩ කරන්න බෑ කියන කාරණාව අපි ඔයාලට අවධාරණය කරන්න කැමතියි.
Issuing a weather advisory, the Met Department notes heavy rains are expected in many parts of the island in the evening and in the night. The depression over southeast Bay of Bengal is very likely to move northwestwards and intensify into a cyclonic storm over southeast Bay of Bengal and then into a severe cyclonic storm over southeast and adjoining central Bay of Bengal during the next few days.
The Director General of the Met Department, Atula Karunanayaka, says that fairly heavy showers above 75 millimeters are likely at some places in western, Sabaragamu and northwestern provinces and in Kandy, Nuwara, Gaul and Matara districts. He added that showers or thunder showers will occur at several places elsewhere over the island, particularly during the afternoon or night. The general public is advised to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. The Met Department further advised that fishing communities refrain from fishing and shipping activities in deep seas of the eastern seaboard until further notice. Meanwhile, due to extreme weather conditions, the main post office in Katana has been inundated. News First reporter noted that it has caused severe inconvenience to the staff and the general public. A 500-acre paddy field in Madurakulia in Putlam has completely been inundated owing to heavy rains. The landslide early warnings issued to several divisional secretariats in the Badulla, Gaul, K-Gaul, Kurunegala and Matale districts have been extended.
Meanwhile, owing to extreme weather conditions, the Road Development Authority advises motorists to be mindful about the conditions of the roads that they are travelling in. They further advise to exercise extreme caution when using the expressway and mountainous roads. When travelling on the expressway, motorists are also advised to check the brake system of their vehicles and also to be vigilant when using roads in areas prone to landslides.
The LOLC Divi Savya program launched to lend a helping hand to hundreds of thousands of students who are the future of Sri Lanka continued today. Books and other stationery items were distributed among students in the Kilinochchi district.
Under the Divi Savya program, books and stationery items were provided to school students from the most economically challenged parts of Sri Lanka. Books and school supplies were distributed to the children of Muhammalai RCTMS College, Muhaveli GTM College, Murusamottai GTM College, Muttuvel Nadu GTMS College and the Paramankirai JTM Vidyalaya this morning. This worthy initiative is a collaboration between the LOLC Group and the Ministry of Education to better the future of the children of Sri Lanka.
In one of your headline-making stories this afternoon, the Minister of Justice Vijaydas Rajapaksa said in Parliament today that the debate being held in Parliament regarding the damage caused by the fire of the Express Pearl ship is against parliamentary standing orders and tradition due to ongoing court proceedings regarding the issue. The Minister of Justice noted that due to this, he would not participate in this parliamentary debate.
එක්ස්ප්‍රස් පර්ල් නෞකාවේ වන්දි ලබා ගැනීමට අදාළ
Due to the standing orders of Parliament and the democratic parliamentary traditions, the compensation of the Express Pearl disaster cannot be discussed. This is stated in the previous standing orders and the ones at present as well, that any subject matter that is subject to legal proceedings cannot be brought up in Parliament. On behalf of the Sri Lankan government, the case HC/OC/249/2023 was taken up in the Singaporean High Court. This is to seek compensation worth $6.4 billion for the damages done from the shipping company in question or from the insurance company. This is your responsibility. Give an order in this regard. I am not in a position to let myself be part of something like this. I am not in a position to engage in such a debate. I would like to bring to your attention on the parliamentary standing order 91E. It is said that such a standing order could be revoked on the permission of the Speaker of Parliament. The people need compensation for the environmental damage that was done. Permission was given to discuss this because there was no solution for this. The AG's office has intervened in all of these matters. Minister Prasanna Ranatunga, please tell us the name of the Singaporean law firm. He does not know. He is not informed. How many times did the AG's office speak to you? This is not happening. If so, even the COPE committee would come to a halt.
මේක නිවැරදි නායකයා ඉන්නේ ප්‍රසන්න රණතුංග මැතිතුමා. මම අහන්න කැමතියි දවස් මඩක් ඉන්න මට පොඩ්ඩක් කතා කරන්න දෙන්න. දවස් කීයක් නීතිපති දෙපාර්තමේන්තුව ඇවිල්ලා ඇමතුමාත් එක්ක සාකච්ඡා කරාද? ඇමතුමාගේ නීති කටයුතු පිළිබඳ කට්ටියත් එක්ක කතා කරාද? මේ සම්බන්ධව මොකද්ද කරන්න කියලා කතා කරාද? මේ පායතනත් එක්ක කතා කරාද? මේවා කිසි දෙයක් සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ නැහැ. දැන් අද COPE කමිටුවත් එන්න නවත්තන්න වෙයි.
However, due to the heated situation that arose in Parliament, the Speaker took steps to call for a special party leaders meeting to make a decision in this regard.
සියලුම පක්ෂ නායකයින්ට මේ අවස්ථාවේ අපි රැස්වීමකට කැඳවනවා කතා කරලා මේ ගැන තීරණයක් කරමු තීරණයක් කළා සභාව නැවත රැස්වෙමු විනාඩි 10කින් බොහොම ස්තුතියි.
The Department of Railways noted that 10 train journeys were cancelled in the morning owing to the strike launched by the station masters. Deputy General Manager of the Department of Railways, MJ Indipolo, noted that office trains and long-distance trains journeys were cancelled.
The chairman of the Station Masters Association, Sumedha Somaratna, noted that the strike was launched centering an issue that arose following an appointment made to the post of Deputy General Manager. Several train journeys from Colombo Fort Railway Station were cancelled. News First correspondent noted that tickets were not issued from Colombo Fort Railway Station for trains that were in operation. Accordingly, a notice was published communicating that the public may travel in trains free of charge. This was the situation at the Dematagoda railway station. Meanwhile, several train journeys from the Kurunegala railway station were cancelled today, resulting in commuters experiencing severe inconvenience. This was the situation at the Anuradhapura railway station. News First correspondent noted that several train journeys scheduled from Anuradhapura railway station were also cancelled. Tickets issuing counter at the Anuradhapura railway station was seen closed. Meanwhile, activities at the Kandy railway station were also hampered owing to strike action launched by station masters. This was the situation at the Negombo railway station. A correspondent noted that several scheduled train journeys from the Negombo railway station were cancelled. These visuals were captured at the Ratmalana railway station this morning. Meanwhile, our correspondent noted that scheduled trains to Hatton did not arrive this morning. However, our correspondent noted railway operations to Kalutara, Gaul, Veyangoda, Alawa and Gampaha were as usual. When News First inquired the matter from the Deputy General Manager of Railway, M.J. Indipola, he noted railway operations are expected to take place today as usual. Meanwhile, a protest was staged opposite the Battaramula Diyathuwena today against the damage caused to the environment by the Express Pearl ship and the lack of compensation. It was organised by the Socialist Youth Union and the Collective of Environmental and Civil Organisations.
Two people are reported missing in Balangoda.
A 41-year-old individual in Samanavatta in Balangoda was reported missing on the 3rd of this month. His family noted that the person who went missing left the house following a phone call received in the morning on the day he went missing. But as he did not return home, a search operation was launched with the help of local residents and relatives. But no information has been found so far. The residents have also informed the police about this. Meanwhile, a 39-year-old resident of the same area also went missing on the morning of the 8th. The said individual had left the house saying that he is going to pluck tea leaves. When News First inquired about the matter, the OIC of the Balangoda police said a team of officers from the Balangoda police and Ratnapura CID unit are engaged in the joint operation to locate the missing duo.
Shifting your attention to international news, US media reported that former US President Donald Trump was on Tuesday found guilty of sexually assaulting a woman in 1996 and ordered to pay $5 million in damages to the victim, who brought the civil suit against him.
Trump, who has announced that he will attempt a run at the presidency in 2024 in a bid to return to the White House, already faces criminal charges brought against him by the state of New York for allegedly using campaign finances to pay hush money to adult movie star Stormy Daniels, who says she had an affair with him. The civil lawsuit was brought by magazine columnist E. Jean Carroll, now 79, who proved that Trump sexually assaulted her inside a New York department store. No criminal charges have been made. He was also found guilty of defaming her after publicly calling her a liar when she made the allegations.
Violent clashes have broken out in Pakistan between security forces and supporters of former Prime Minister Imran Khan after he was arrested yesterday.
Foreign media reported that Pakistan's Telecommunication Authority had suspended mobile broadband across the country on the Interior Ministry's instructions. Protests are erupting nationwide and at least one person has been killed in the city of Quetta. Police told media on Wednesday Imran Khan will not be brought to the Islamabad court today, and instead his scheduled hearing will take place at the location where he is under custody. Pakistan's Tehreek-e-Insaf party, which claimed the arrest was illegal and that the IHC was ruled in favor of party chief Imran Khan. Foreign media reported that the United States, United Kingdom and Canada have issued new travel advisories for their citizens, citing political unrest following the arrest of former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan.
From that, we bring to a close this edition of Lunchtime News on TV1. For details of these stories and much more, simply log on to our website www.newsfirst.lk. For the News First, where the people come first, I'm Martin Satyunesan. You take care and have a great day.